Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kev's Movie Corner. I'm Kev, and I have a special guest joining me today is Nikki.
Hi.
And this week we're actually talking about the Eras Tour Taylor's version.
Yeah.
I don't know how I could spoil this.
Yeah. I'm assuming if
But
you're someone who likes Taylor Swift, you've already seen it.
probably. And also, it's
just a concert.
It's just a
so
concert,
it's not like
so it's just her music.
Yeah.
But the first thing I will say is watching this
Mm-hmm.
made me want to go to one of the shows.
Yeah. Right? They're electric. I mean, you and I both like any type of concert, literally.
Yeah, we do like most concerts.
But
it just looks like it would be a spectacle to behold because there's a lot to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say I can't tell the movie, concert movie, whatever, is done very well.
yes. Yeah.
That stage had to have cost millions of dollars
Oh, I'm sure.
because everything that it does is amazing.
Crazy.
I can't tell some of the things though, what is after effect and what happened on the show. Like the stage lights up in a bunch of different ways and it almost looks like the whole stage is a screen. And I can't tell if that's the movie that they did at post
I'm sure some of
or
it
if it's
is
actually that way.
editing after, but I have seen clips of. I never got to go to the Eras tour. I never got tickets. I mean, they were crazy expensive. But from like people videotaping the show and then like uploading it to Instagram or whatever, I mean, it's very intricate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. And just for one, she has an amazing stage presence.
Yes.
And amazing interaction with the audience.
Yes.
And she also seems just the whole time like she's just having fun.
Yeah.
And that she's very, like, she's always seemed this way. And if you listen to her interviews, she is. But seems very humble that she's
like she does the performance for the fans.
Yeah.
And so she'll do like little Easter eggs. She'll do things that she knows will drive the fans crazy.
Yeah.
And, in a good way. And I would agree. She's one of the ones that she's not performing to perform because it's her job. I mean, it is. But it's more so like for the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very good. And I like the concept of the tour, too, of, like, all of her albums, but it's all just, like, this album
Highlights.
is one section, and this album is one section, and this album is a section.
I liked it, too.
And it was fun to do that. I did feel like there was a lot of, and this may have been me, because this one, instead of, like I told you on Sunday, the podcast, if you haven't watched that, we talked about Tortured Poets Department, the actual album that she just came out with. That there was a lot of those songs that wasn't really for me, but it was like it seemed short.
Yeah.
And it was odd, but I didn't really listen. I didn't like sit and just listen to it. So I was doing other things and things like this. This I actually sat and watched because it's a concert, so I will do that. And I think it seemed like there was a lot of songs where she just like it was like a montage of songs. Like she didn't play the whole song on some songs.
Yeah.
She did some, but she didn't on all of them.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I like it. Yeah.
Like, it was very well done. There's a lot of
agree.
choreography and dancing, which is a lot of fun.
It was fun to see it in theaters because I saw it with Stevie, of course.
And
last year.
I'm sure the sound was so much better than my.
It was
speakers
really
here.
cool because it was so much more immersive when it's
Yeah.
on this massive screen because we sat close to the front. And it was really fun. Like we were like, singing along and stuff. Not everyone in the theater was doing that. It was more so because like I saw some crazy videos of when it premiered and people were like dancing and
I saw those.
and
Yeah.
stuff. It was not like that. I mean, there were I feel like the theater was kind of full but not like packed or anything.
Okay.
Because we had saw it like 3 weeks after it
Yeah.
premiered or whatever. So, but it was good. It was so fun to see on the big screen and
I'm sure it
feel
would've.
more like you're actually at the concert.
Yeah, and it was like really well done. I said that the stage must have cost a fortune because it moves a lot. There's a lot of places where she's like up in the air, down on the ground, and it moves around, and there's different things that come out of it and all kinds of stuff. One of the things, and I don't know if you noticed this when you watched it or if you remember, but I noticed it, is they did a really cool thing with all the fans. They gave them all bracelets that light up, so they could change the whole theater and make the
That's
or not
cool.
theater, but the
Yeah.
stadium part of the light show.
I like
So-
when fans do like little projects too. So this wasn't like they were given anything. But for example, like One Direction, one of those shows, like all the fans had different colors, and
Yeah.
it ended up like they all held it up at one time, and it made the Irish flag because Niall's the only Irish one.
Okay.
And so like for this one concert, Niall was like crying on stage. Like I love when there's like
Yeah.
massive fan things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it made me want to go because it just like right now this is the thing. This
Yeah.
is like a historic.
The vibes are just
thing.
immaculate. Like it's
And it
so that
just-
energy of being at a concert where everyone loves the artist.
Yeah.
It's just so nice.
It looks like it'd be a lot of fun. And the music was all good. Like
Yeah.
there were songs on there that I didn't know.
But you probably knew a lot of them.
I knew more than I thought I did.
Yeah.
And even the songs that I didn't know, I enjoyed listening to.
Yeah.
So it's just there's all kinds of stuff going on with it. It was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So-
I like it. And then so what you don't see in the movie, and what I haven't seen obviously because I haven't been to the Eras tour that she's doing now after Tortured Poets Department, is she added in some of those songs too. So she replaced like a couple of little songs like Champagne Problems, and I don't remember what the other ones were. So she replaced some of those with some of the new songs. And so like what was the one you said you liked? Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? Like she added in that one. I Can Do It with Broken Heart. And I don't remember what other ones she added in. But so she added in some of those too for the newer songs, but she's in Europe right now.
Okay. She's coming back though, isn't she, to the U.S.?
I don't know. I don't have tickets either way to anything.
I thought she was coming back because I thought I knew a couple people who were planning on going or got tickets or something like that.
If I could get tickets that were reasonably priced, I would go. The problem is like
They're all
just
resale.
can't
It's hard to
anymore.
get them like straight from the place.
Yeah.
'Cause you have to do like a lottery thing, and the resale is ridiculous on them.
yes,
So
that's the
'cause I
problem
don't-
I ran into with Harry too.
yeah, I don't think the actual tickets are like they're not.
No,
they're not
so
cheap.
this last
but they're not that bad.
yeah. So last time Harry went on tour or did Love on tour, it was only in a couple different cities: New York, Chicago, Texas, and LA, I think. And so I was like in line or like in queue or whatever on, I think it was Ticketmaster, and I only got tickets to the LA show. So the tickets were cheap.
Yeah.
But then I had to go to LA.
You had to go to LA, so it kind of defeats
Yeah.
the purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was really good. I if you like concerts or you like,
It's very good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very fun to watch. The music's fun. Like it's
Yeah.
and it's just a lot of fun. And she just seems
So personable.
personable and kind of
Humble.
happy, and everybody's just having a good time. So it was
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. I think. Yeah, I know there's parts of it, like I said, that there's parts of it that I can tell were edited afterwards and added in, but there was other things with the stage and stuff that I'm just not sure
Yeah.
what was.
I
and
just
what
like
wasn't.
that, like 90% of the vocals are her. Like she's singing, and you can tell like she has a good voice, and you can tell that she's actually singing. Unlike
Yeah.
other, because I guess you would put her in like the pop genre probably now, and there's other people that go on tour in the same genre, and they're not singing.
Yeah.
So like her stamina and everything
Oh,
is
it's
just
crazy.
wild.
the
yeah.
the stamina that girl has to like just do a 3-hour concert.
Crazy.
just
Like I can't
constantly go
even
around.
walk upstairs without getting out of breath, and she can do a whole freaking tour.
Yeah, because that stage is freaking huge.
Yeah.
But it's I'm not gonna bash the pop artists that do that because the stamina is a thing. Like she
Yeah.
has very good stamina, but when you're dancing like that, I'm sure it's hard to it's hard to breathe properly to
Yeah.
sing anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's really difficult.
Oh,
to
I
keep
would never
going.
bash anyone because
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm not the type of person, if I can't do it or if I'm not educated on something or whatever, I don't judge, criticize, speak
Yeah.
on it, whatever. But for this, it's just impressive. It's so impressive.
It's very impressive.
yeah.
Yeah. And all of her dancers and backup
I love her
vocalists and
backup
everything.
dancers. They're hilarious.
Oh, they just have fun. Like
Yeah.
it's just, again, it's just they're just out there having fun and just kind of almost like goofing off.
It makes, I love when it seems like they're actually like genuinely friends or colleagues or whatever, instead of just like that's their job, because it makes it so funny. So like when I think she was in South America when she first did this, but when she first changed some of the lines to say, Karma is the guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me, instead of Karma is the guy on the screen, like how it actually is in the song, all of her backup dancers were like, it was so funny. Such a genuine, like crazy thing. It's just, I love that.
They're also like a very... Diverse. They don't all look the same. Yeah, they're a very diverse group, so they don't all look the same. There's a bigger guy on there. There's some people with like tattoos and long hair and stuff, but
he is actually related somehow to one of the Chiefs players too.
Interesting.
I think I read that somewhere. But yeah, no, it's great. I mean, like would you call that casting or
I would call it
makeup of the backup dancers?
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah.
And they also like get the band involved. So there was times when the band comes out in the middle of the stage too, or parts of the band. Of course, you can't take a drum set out in the middle of the stage, but you can move the other things. And she plays a couple songs by herself, just an acoustic thing, which is kind of nice too.
Yeah, like the 10-minute version of All Too Well. Like Stevie screams that. And it's so funny. I just love how much people love and pour their heart and soul into this. And
I remember her freaking out when that came out.
And then we went to that Taylor Swift dance party at the Blue Note, which is a local like club type music venue. And she was screaming it the whole time. And it's so funny to see. And I love it so much. Because I love when anyone is that passionate about anything.
Well, and she introduced it too. And you could tell everybody was excited in SoFi Stadium. Because she said like, oh, I have a song I want to play for you as long as you've got 10 minutes. Which she doesn't have any other 10-minute songs. Like that's the only one. So it's pretty easy to tell which one it is.
I know. It's so funny. I love it.
But it was a lot. I do recommend it. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't.
We did take a quiz.
Oh yes, we did take a quiz
of what era's tour are we, or what era are we?
Yeah.
So what was your era?
Hold on, because I have to pull it up because I don't remember. But I did take it.
Because mine, I think, makes sense for my personality, but not for what songs I like the most.
Mine was Reputation.
You got some grudges, Kev?
I don't know. It says
that's a really good album.
Ready for it? You got Reputation as your era, which means you have a tough exterior, but you're actually soft and sensitive on the inside. You don't take BS from anyone. You're introverted and have a very small circle of people you trust, but once they're in your circle, they're in, and you'll be loyal to them for life. You know, that I didn't actually read that before, but that actually makes sense.
That's all true.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I like that. And so it's been rumored that Reputation will be a lot of people are saying that might be the next one that she records, Taylor's
version. Okay. There was more songs in that section of this that I liked that I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I still think that my favorite is 1989.
Yeah, it's a good album.
It's just very upbeat and poppy, and
it's when most people think of Taylor Swift, I think some songs from that are what they think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was just also it's the year I was born, so which is the year she's born too. So that's part of it. But it's just that one was just like.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I just enjoyed that one. But anyway, what era did you get?
So mine was Folklore, which makes sense for my personality.
When she was talking about the cottage and stuff, she talked about a Victorian walking through the woods with a candle. I'm like, this is Nikki.
So Folklore, I know. So Folklore and Evermore were the two released. I think they were both in 2020.
Yeah, they were both pandemic albums.
2020 maybe, but so they were released very close together. So I think between the two, I like Evermore more because the song Willow is one of my favorites. That's like probably top 5 of my songs for her.
Okay.
But I liked Folklore too, of course. So this says, Folklore era. You've been having a hard time adjusting, huh? It's okay. And I was like, oh shoot. I think it caught me out. This says, It's okay. Folklore era is a real mood. Based on this result, it's clear you're thoughtful and introspective, and you love peace and quiet. True. You've been through some stuff. True. But you live to tell the tale. And honestly, don't lie. You've always thought about running away to live in the forest at one point in your life, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Many times.
Well, it's just a couple of weeks ago. You said you wanted an RV, so.
I know. I want to go live in a forest, which we are kind of moving to the middle of nowhere. So I guess I'm living out my dream, Kev.
Yeah,
I get
moving
to
to
live
a
in
forest.
a forest.
Are you building a cabin or is it a house, a normal house?
No, it's going to be a normal house.
Okay, well, that's not as much fun.
But it's on 60 acres, so plenty of forest.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all we got for you guys this week.
Yeah. Happy Eras Tour.
Yeah. I mean, even though it's been going on.
I know, for a long time.
I mean, what are we in, like year 2 or 3 now?
Yeah, but I love it.
Yeah, but it's doing well. She's making she's a billionaire now, so that's fun for her. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, comment again, comment a third time, and then, yeah, and I don't know what I'm going to watch next week. It'll be something off the AFI list again, but we'll get to it later. But anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.